And just like that, Carrie sold her apartment. I'm not sure how I feel about this episode and the direction the series is going in. So I just watched, and just like that, season 2, episode 9, There Goes the Neighborhood. Okay, let's just get the little stories out of the way. Miranda and Charlotte's kids, Lily and, was it Brady or Brady? God. Brady took the year off and Miranda was pushing him to do something. And she asked Lily to speak to him to try and give him some direction about going to college. Well, I actually thought this could happen, but then I thought, no. But yeah, they hooked up. So, of course, there are a bunch of funny scenes with Miranda and Charlotte fretting about and wondering, trying to work out if they're not, what it means, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty much their story. Lisa is pregnant, which I thought she was too old to get pregnant. I'm assuming all these girls are in their 50s. I sort of didn't really think about her age because she kept falling asleep at weird times, usually when she's supposed to be doing something for her husband, but she's obviously awake for her documentary things. And then he's about to give a speech and she reveals to him that she's pregnant. So that's what is the issue with her, because he's like, why are you late? Why are you this? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm pregnant. So yeah, he needs a moment from his little speech. Naya was hooking up with some really bland white guy with long hair. I hate long hair on men. And she sees in her, because they're still friends, in her on her phone, in a feed, that the musician that her ex is dating is pregnant. So he's standing behind her holding her belly and she's obviously pregnant. It's like, wow. I pretty much like gasped for her, like, oh, that's like such a kick in the guts. It's like he got review, it's like boom. That's all he really wanted was just to have a child with someone. So that's her story. Who was that? Oh, Anthony is finally hooking up with the Italian poet, because he's been resisting it because he's like, why would you want to be with me? I'm old and tired and you're young and beautiful, and he thought he must have wanted a green card or something, but he's got dual citizenship because his mother was born in Buffalo or somewhere. So they eventually hook up at the there's a party towards the end of the episode. They hook up there. Who else? Shay flirted with a shaved head girl with a nose ring and took some kittens, which she shouldn't have taken because they're like a vet, not a wherever you take animals when you have to take them somewhere. And she's like, she got recognised and she said, yeah, I've got some comedy acts coming up. I'm just sort of doing this, on the side. And then she's like, yeah, I need to find some jobs now. I need to find I have to book a comedy special or something. So that was her for the episode. Now we get to Carrie and Aiden. Well, Carrie met the sons and they're kind of okay, but they're not, I don't know if they're just being teenagers or if they don't like her, I don't know. But her and Aiden got kicked out of Che's building because it was, the other people in the building worked out that they were staying there and they're apparently only allowed to have people stay there as visitors for like 30 days or something. So since Aiden won't go into her house still, which is just ridiculous, she's thinking of selling her apartment. I don't get the point of where they're going with this Aiden story. I thought the point of killing Big was so that she would have to go back to being independent and single and focusing on her career and her life and not just being a wife and girlfriend and having a husband or a partner. That's what I was excited about with the second season. I thought I just want to see her, because not everyone has that married ending where they just become like a tired, bored married couple. Some people actually have lives that just keep going, and I sort of wanted her to be one of those people, and careers that keep going. But yeah, so because he won't come in her house and he's got kids, she's thinking, well, why don't I get another apartment, a bigger apartment where we can stay without the history, which is still ridiculous that he won't. even go into the house. So I don't know where they're going with this. I really don't know. I can't believe they went to all the trouble to kill Big and make her single again just to put her with Aiden. I don't see any future in that. Like, that's not the Sex and the City and just like that story to me. Just living happily ever after. Like, there's no story there. It's boring. Not everyone has that life. And I really wanted to see someone just be a single person with a career and just, keep going and having a life. So yeah, I hope she doesn't sell the apartment. I mean, the girl next downstairs has to move out because the guys who run the place want to move back in. Hopefully she'll just lease it to her and be sensible and be practical, and we'll see where this goes. I don't want her to end up with Aiden either. I'm not sure where they're going with this. I don't know. They got one episode. I don't know what they're going to do, to end off the season.